Des, we finally have some football back after the international break. Just tell us about the work that is going on in the 2 weeks since that Port Vale victory.
Yeah, we have a new person asking the questions as well, Ryan.
Yeah,
so welcome to the club.
Thank you.
It's been a good break. Obviously, coming off the back of a win at Port Vale, away from home, 2-0 clean sheet, and then going into what's been a 10-day or 12-day break between that. It's allowed us to do a few things. The first was we had a friendly game here at the training ground where we were able to play Southampton in a very good and competitive game, coached by one of the coaches, Chrissy Allen, who brought a young Southampton side up. But it allowed us to get more minutes into players that returning from injury, like Marcus Brown, who played 45 minutes and scored. And also make sure we got minutes into other players that maybe haven't played as much as we would have liked so far, that will keep us all in a very good space as a squad for the rest of this season. So that was good. We've also had sort of a few days off away from the building where players have been able to spend time with their families and do things in that space just to kind of mentally refresh and recharge and make sure we approach now what is the last 7 regular league games of the season in the best space possible.
Yeah, there are 7 games remaining now to the end of the season. How much excitement and positivity is there amongst the group? There's
a lot. We reflected on Monday, so back in. It's been 270 days since the start of pre-season that we've spent together as a group, and I think a lot of that time we probably spend more of it together than we do with our families. But it's recognising why we spent that time together and what we're trying to achieve from day 1 through to what will be day 300. And we're in a very good spot right now, and it's making sure again that we finish off these last 7 games as well as we can, and we've got a group that are striving to do that.
We had a very impressive result last time out against Port Vale and performance as well. How much has that set the team up going into this final period of the season?
Yeah, it was a good win. It was more a good performance as well on top of that, which was pleasing. Obviously Port Vale went away the game after and secured a 1-0 win, so it's never easy, regardless of where teams are in the league, to go and put on a performance and come away with a result, and that'll be the case for the next 7. But very pleasing coming out of that game, like I said, for a clean sheet. I think we created numerous chances. I think if there was one thing that we were a little bit critical of at the end, it was maybe not scoring as many of the chances as we created, and we know how important that's going to be going forwards.
We're building this up as a big final 7 games. That starts with Shrewsbury away from home on Friday. How important is it to go there and get 3 points initially going into this final period?
Well, I think you're saying that the table is very tight at the moment. It's in our hands, and we spoke about arriving at the end of the season in a strong position. I feel we are. We're in that 6th spot at the moment, and now it's ours to keep. And we need to make sure we do everything we can, and we have, and we will do again today before we board the bus to Shrewsbury, to go and put on our best performance as we can to try and come away with the result we all want. And we know we'll come up against a very tough and good Shrewsbury side, but we need to make sure we go about things the way we want, and if we do that, we'll put ourselves in that best space. And finally, we've got a strong number of Oxford United fans heading up for the game on Friday. We have a lot of exciting home fixtures to come at the end of this season as well. Just how important is it that everybody's collected and united and pushing towards the same goal? So important. Every away game certainly we've been very well followed and backed, regardless of whether it's as far north as Carlisle was, or as far south as we have gone. So the away supporters have been fantastic with us. We see that at Port Vale again, and we're able to put on that performance and result. We'll do our best again going into Shrewsbury, because we know we're taking on, I think, 1,000 there. And then it's about coming back to the Kassam on Monday and putting that on for our home fans. But I think the message is very clear from us. We will do everything we can to try and put on a good performance, both for the fans, but also to make sure we get results. And if the fans can do what they can to try and help us all get there as well, we'll do it together, and we'll put ourselves in that best space possible.